Yo, this is your boy Oda coming to you with part 52 of the Crochet Basics. Let's grab some iced coffee and let's get cracking. Today we're going to be working on the cloud stitch. The cloud stitch is a very texturized stitch that offers some volume to your projects, and it's a one-row repeat. So let's jump right on in. To start, we're going to do a chain of multiples of 3 plus 2. A chain with a multiple of 3 plus 2. So to make it easier on us, we're going to do 32. So 3, 2 to make it easier for yourself. So we're going to chain 1, 2, 3. You know what? I'll see you at the end. You know how this goes. So now that you have your chains, from the third chain from the hook, we're going to do a single crochet. So count 1, 2, 3 and do 1 single crochet. There you go. That's your first one. Now in the next stitch, we're going to do another single crochet. And then in the next stitch, we're going to do another single crochet. And then we're going to work all the way towards the end. So I'll see you at the end. Now that you have all of your chains done, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to turn our work. Okay, next on the block, we're going to be skipping 2 stitches and then going into the third stitch, do 2 double crochets and 1 puff stitch. So skip 2, go into the third, do 2 double crochets, that's 1 double crochet, and that's 2 double crochets. Now we're going to do a puff stitch. So the puff stitch is as follows. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, yarn over, insert, pull up a loop, and you should have 7 on your hook and go through all 7. Usually we lock it in place with a single crochet, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to skip 2 again and then go into the next and do 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and then do a puff stitch afterwards in the same stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, and you have 7 on your hook. Pull through all 7 loops on your hook. And we're going to repeat this all the way to the end. So I'll see you at the end. Now that we're at the end, you should have 1 more puff stitch left. So I'm finishing off the last puff stitch. So we finished up our last puff stitch. What we're going to do is stop for a second. Stop. We have to end this row. So what we're going to do is a chain 1 on the last puff stitch. Okay. And then we should have 2 stitches left and a open space. A chain 1 space. So we're going to do a double crochet into the chain 1 space at the very end to close off this row. And then chain 2. And then turn your work. You've done your first row. To continue, we're going to be working 2 double crochet and a puff stitch into that chain 1 space we made at the end of the last puff from the previous row. So we're going to be doing 2 double crochets. That's 1 double crochet and 2 double crochets, and do your puff stitch right afterwards into the same space. We only chain 1 at the end of the row in our last puff. So to move forward, we're going to skip 2 stitches. And then in the third stitch, which is a little bit bigger, we're going to be doing the same exact thing, which is the 2 double crochets and 1 puff stitch. So 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and we're working our puff stitch now. Great. So we're going to skip 2, and then in the third space right there, you should see it is a little bit bigger. Right there, we're going to be working the same exact thing, 2 double crochets and 1 puff stitch. And it's just that easy, guys. It's really easy. Okay, so I'll see you at the end. Now that we're at the end, we're going to be working our last sequence, our 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and then a puff stitch. Okay, great. So at this point, since we're at the end of the row, since we're at the end, right, we're going to do a chain 1 after the puff is done, and then skip 1, 2, 3, and then that last chain space, we're going to do a double crochet to finish off the row. So since the row is taken care of, we're good to go. And that is our cloud stitch, everyone. Simple and easy, just repeat the row over and over again. Like I mentioned, this is very easy and very dainty. And with this stitch, you can do a whole lot more. So you just don't know what you'll have in store. And as always, follow for more.